Yo, how do I get this thing to work again? It's been a while. I don't know if I remember how to do it. Wait, I want to turn on my camera. There it is. Hey, Odad, can you hear me? Is my microphone on? Welcome back, everyone. It's been quite some time. It's Han, KB Dev. Thank you for the follow. Am I quiet, really? How's it sound, KB? Am I quiet? Do I need to be louder? I need to be closer, huh? How's this? Is that better? Louder? Louder? I'm a low talker sometimes. That's better. All right. So, what's up, y'all? It's been a little while since I've streamed. I'm going to talk about a new project this time because, you know, we like to kick off new projects here and there. This one is, we've worked in Directus before. If you haven't seen it, it's like a headless CMS to manage your data. Let me go ahead and switch screens. Show you a little bit about it. Go to the project overview. My Twitch tab keeps buffering like crazy. I hope it's not doing that for everyone. So this is, I've got my dark reader on because their site is just too damn bright and they don't have a dark version. So this is not what it normally looks like when you go to it. But there's this cool little video I'll keep up here that they built. And I was kind of watching it. It's pretty long. It goes on for quite some time. Shows you a lot of the features in there. But basically, Directus is a data management interface, admin panel, headless CMS, you know, all those buzzwords, whatever you want to call it. It is very capable of doing quite a bit. I started a project a little bit ago where we did Mega API, I called it. We'll see it over here in a second. I'll let you keep watching this video for now, though. But basically, I delved into the pricing pages. Yeah, don't really look at the pricing page. That's theirs. Yeah, self-hosting's free. This is an open source project. You can self-host for free. Or, I mean, you know, there's no like fee to use the platform. Their cloud version, for some reason, seems to be targeted at very high, I think, high level users, big users or something, you know? Oh, there you go. The video started over again. So I'm actually hosting mine on Railway right now, my other app. I'll probably do another one on Railway as well, test it out, see how it goes. I did set my database up on a different server, I think, or I will, because I already have a paid Postgres server with ScaleGrid. Just because they have backups basically, and I can restore a backup directly from their site. And I didn't want to set that stuff up myself. So we have that one set up. This is going to be a whole new project. The goal is to build a video tutorial website so that I can use it tied into my site, ched.dev, and I can use it to host video tutorials that I have yet to make. But you know, I gotta make the site first before I make the video tutorials. Also, part of the process of building this site is going to be learning more, getting deeper with Directus, and I hope I'm still streaming. It just shows some buffering on here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so it's going to be going deeper on a content site specifically. My videos will be hosted on Vimeo. And the reason I did that, I looked into YouTube. I personally don't like YouTube much, and I really don't like their API. But I already have a paid Vimeo account where I store a lot of videos because I used to do skate videos, so I've stored a lot of my content on there. And I still pay for it yearly, so I'm thinking about just doing it there. Also because some of the videos will ideally be paid, some of them will be free, but I can control that kind of access in Vimeo, and I control where it gets embedded and all that stuff. So I'm kind of excited. I looked into the Vimeo API, and I think it looks pretty good, and it looks pretty easy to use. So leaning towards Vimeo right now. YouTube is kind of spooky in the area if someone doesn't like you and dings your channel and your content goes away. Yeah. Geez, hopefully one person couldn't do that, you know? But yeah, that would be sketchy. See, that's the kind of things, a lot of things that I'd like to learn about managing a content site too. And Directus, I think, is a good, I don't have to build a lot of stuff from scratch. Most of it, you know, you just kind of configuration things in Directus. So we're going to go deep into that. We're going to talk about, define the project scope now that I've kind of told you about the project. And to do that, we're going to look at a few different sites that are already out there. I have an idea of what I want to do. I want to look at their sites to see if they have any other features that I've kind of left out. Scope? Scope is for after the code is done. That doesn't make any sense. How can you do scope after the code? Well, I'm sure the scope will creep in one way or another, but I'll show you basically what I have planned for right now. So user authentication is going to be local signup. My local signup, that's what they call it in Directus. It's just kind of managed within Directus. You create accounts in there and you have all your access and everything in there. It's not going to be OAuth to something else. I might add OAuth later on. It's not really an important thing right now. I don't want to force, I mean, the only OAuth I would add would probably be GitHub, and I don't want to force someone to have a GitHub site or to log in with their GitHub to use the site. So I'll probably just do local for now. Emails will go through SendGrid. They have some emails with authentication built into the box. Into the box? No. Built in. Out of the box? And you can connect them to SendGrid. By default, it uses something local that just doesn't work, like, you know, SendMail, but that never works. Yeah, to set it up. So we'll set it up with SendGrid. We're going to have a few different user roles. Admin, which is me, probably only me. Subscriber is someone who is paid, and free, or a free is like they're signed. I guess they're signed up, but they're not a paid subscriber yet. And then there will be like anonymous, which is just anyone viewing who's not signed in or signed up at all. They'll be equivalent to free. I didn't think about giving free like an extra level, you know, maybe like, oh, sign up and I'll give you access to my free videos instead of letting them watch. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to gate this, to be honest. And then billing, this is mainly an exercise to get familiar with billing. I've never implemented billing with Stripe before. I'd like to be able to sell one-off things or sell like a monthly subscription or a course or something like that. I don't exactly know how I want to do it yet, but I do know I want to use Stripe for, I think, subscriptions and one-time purchase will be the kind of basic things I'll set up. And then I did look into that one time and asked a friend who recently did it with Stripe, and he said it was very easy, and they have a lot of different ways you can integrate. You can integrate directly into their checkout process without even having to add code to my site, like you know, embed anything or whatever like that. And then they can send webhooks when events happen, and then that will allow us to trigger anything. And then we can also in Directus create flows. Data flows allow you to do a lot of things when things happen, but one of the flows can be triggered through a webhook. So we can do that all through like the admin panels, which is going to be nice. Configuring SendMail or Postfix will put hair on your chest. Yeah. I used to have it working like in my PHP days, but now I don't remember at all how to get that going, and that just seems like a terrible idea when something like SendGrid's really easy to set up. So go that route. That's where it lands when you pull it all out, trying to make it work. Odet's on fire tonight. Hi, Mountain Trash Panda. Hello. You look hungry. And yeah, so video hosting. I talked about Vimeo. And it's going to be a linked player. I wrote custom thumbnail, like I want to add custom thumbnails. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Metadata stored for SEO. It just needs to be SEO friendly. You know, that's going to be another big challenge and thing that I'm going to look at is getting SEO set up properly. I haven't done content sites in a long time. When I first started doing development, I worked for a marketing team and ran basically their marketing website, which was basically a CMS, custom built CMS that I would kind of work on top of. And then I worked for a company where I built the CMS and managed the content and stuff. And so then I went into the JavaScript land days where I've been working in single page app lands for a long time, but I do kind of miss working on these content things. I just haven't really done it for work in a while, so I'll have to refresh my chops in a lot of these things. Get the metadata stuff, which I feel like is just kind of basically these days it's pre-rendering and meta tags, right? I mean, I guess you could do lighthouse score. It can go a lot deeper, but those are the top two things I'm going to focus on first, and then figure out where do I need to go from there. The lighthouse score would be like the page performance and those kinds of things. I don't care to get in like a ranking war on Google or anything, but I want to be, I would like to show up in there if someone searches for something. Which, check this out. If you search for Directus hooks, who's that? Top video. Oh, cheddar. This is where my YouTube videos are archives of my Twitch stream. So this was just a Twitch stream that we did and we archived, and it's the top one up there. So I saw this a little while ago, and part of that is like, okay, if I can get in the first video, just for making a Twitch video, maybe I should make some real content. But I don't want to just put it on YouTube. I am in the Directus, what's it called? Directus Discord. It's kind of hard to say. And there's a lot of chatter going on in there, a lot of devs who need help with stuff. And I think there's a lot of people who need help in the development side, mainly because Directus is open source. They don't have like an income coming in. They have some funding, but they're kind of living on that until they can find a business model, I think. And that's what the cloud is. That's why the cloud is so expensive. They also do custom development work on Directus, but I'm sure it's pretty expensive. And a lot of the people I've seen requesting help in the Discord they might not be in America. They might be based somewhere else where, American development costs are pretty expensive. Directus is based in New York, although they might be kind of like all over. So discovered the other day that I dominate the Sublime text plugin development search term on Google's. I would expect you to. I mean, you've got like mega content on that, and I'm sure you got every topic covered. So I would be pretty shocked if I searched and you weren't top. What does it search for? Sublime text plugin development. I'm on an incognito, so I haven't looked you up in this one before. There you are. How to get started writing plugins for Sublime Text. Oh, y'all, I haven't shouted out ODAT yet, but yeah, check out ODAT. I've been missing his streams for quite some time, but he is consistently streaming, and he does the Sublime Text stuff on top of that. You put out a lot of content, man. I was wondering, have you thought about like trying to brand, make a branded site for Sublime? Or like a tutorial, Tutorials Point is kind of generic. I think they do a lot of things. A lot of the ones that I've looked at, some Udemy videos, yeah. Yeah, that would be good. I don't shop on Udemy much, but it's such a huge audience that I know that I think putting anything up there, you're gonna make some money. Yeah. I'd like to build something that's more like, I don't know, like a community thing, but I don't know how I'm really gonna make it community. So looking back at my other features, we didn't really talk about this. They have $99 a month or custom, which is this is way too steep. If you look at the features, you're actually quite limited when you're on their cloud. You have no access to the code, which is one of the biggest ways you extend the CMS. So really what you're getting is like a high traffic site kind of out of the box, but without the ability to edit and upload any like extensions. I don't see why you would want to do this. So I think they need to revise that. They used to have a free plan and then they killed it, and I think they talked about bringing it back. I don't know what the strategy is. I'm running actually a quite older version right here. This version doesn't even have flows, so ignore that. But let's go back to my list of things. I would like to save the latest watch position. I don't know exactly if that happens automatically in Vimeo. I know it does in YouTube. If not, I want to save it anyway. So I might have to tie into the player API to do that. I want to be able to mark the videos as completed by the user only. I don't know what I meant by user only. Who else is going to do it? I think the YouTube stuff blew up because devs links to my channel from the docs page. Oh yeah, that's good. Well, any YouTube, if you can, like a kind of a, I mean, I wouldn't guess Sublime plugin development be too niche, but you got a lot of videos on there. They're gonna think you're like the authoritative person on there. So yeah. Once someone links it, I definitely think that helps. Backlinking, I think they call it. You try to get all these sites linked back to you. That gives you a better rank up in Google. Your idea here intrigues me though. If there was enough interest, I would probably create a similar thing to what you're doing here. Yeah, I would imagine you would, ODAT, because I know you like to build your own stuff. So I'm kind of surprised you don't already have one built yet. But I guess you got to make that course first. I'm hoping that, building something like this would get me going on the building the videos side. I'm not going to go a full course. I'm going to try to do smaller videos at first, just like little more directed things, so I can build up some content and then push that to the directest community, see how they like it. Sometimes sites mark stuff as done when you're done watching, but you might not actually be done learning. Yes, I think that might be what I meant by user only. Good point. They mark it done when they want to. So I won't mark it done automatically when they get to the end of a video. There's a lot of times I get to an end of a video and I go back and then, watch it again or watch part of it again or something like that. So I want them to mark it as like, okay, I'm completed with this. And one thing I like to do is I like to create quizzes. I won't force them to do like a quiz, but I'd like to create a quiz of like the key topics and then make them choose the right answer. And then so they can test themselves too, to make sure that they got all the things that I think were important in that video. But it's not going to be a requirement. I know everybody doesn't like those, but I think that's a bonus that I can do on my site specifically rather than like a Udemy course or something else like that. And Odette also said, first video series idea for you, using Directus to make a Directus site. Go meta. That's what I'm trying to do for this. This tutorial site is going to be built on Directus. But it's not going to, yeah, it won't be a course specifically. I'm going to cover like more individual things along the way. But yes, this is going to give me hopefully some ideas for things to create the content for as well. And video hosting, video updates. So I want to be able to like keep updating the videos as, you know, because Directus updates decently fast. They add new features. I want to keep the videos up to date, and I want to keep a log of like when I've changed the videos. So if they've seen the video before and then I know I've made an update to the video since then, I can like alert them like, hey, this video has been updated and here's the change, like kind of like a change log for the video. And then I'll have to come up with a way how to manage all that, but that'll be an interesting challenge to do in Directus itself too. And content pages can host any content. I don't know exactly what kind of content I want to create, like written content, blog style, you know. It might just be transcripts of the videos. It might be something custom. I do know I want to make something called like a checklist, which might be a specific page template basically. But for basic use, that'll probably just be like a general markdown thing for now with maybe some custom components that I can add in. And for like gamification purposes, kudos or whatever we want to call it. Kudos are similar. I kind of like kudos. And you can gain points for finishing videos, finishing courses, finishing content on the site, and points for submitting feedback. I want to be able to allow them to submit feedback to say like, hey, this is out of date, or this is confusing, I don't understand it, or you know, different things like that. And then I can give them points based on that, and points for finding issues, etc. So the idea of this is to, again, kind of build the community thing of like, they can help me keep my content up to date and take initiative if they want to. And you get kudos for that. And then there will be kind of like a public profile where you can show your kudos, or in the community, I can use that as a kudos thing. And then, and then we'll get to the front. So the Directus is just the admin side. It's just the content, just the API. It doesn't have, I mean, it'll be like this admin where you can see the stuff, but I'm gonna have to build an app, a front-end app where they will consume all of this content. So for that, I am trying to figure out how I want to do it. I'm thinking Astro, but I'm open to other options. Mainly, I want to target, again, like some of the pre-rendered frameworks with SEO capabilities, whatever. So that would be like Next. I've used Redwood, which had a pre-render, but theirs is very basic. Next is pretty fancy. Nuxt, any of those other ones in different ones. I don't know what, if I'm going to use React or Vue or Svelte or what. Maybe Svelte. I've been wanting to learn some Svelte. But we'll see. Right now I'm leaning towards Astro just because I really like their islands feature. They have pre-rendering. All these pretty much have pre-rendering. The islands feature is really nice because it can break certain parts of the site into different chunks of code and only load that chunk once you get there. So I think it has a lot of optimization for SEO and loading and fine tuning that I can do that I can like slowly adopt over time. So I think this could be a good target for Astro. I'll have to look into other things though. And the other thing about Astro is I can pick whatever front-end framework I want to use, like Vue, React, Svelte, etc. Or I can just do, straight kind of markdown things. But I looked into Astro for a bit too, and it looked pretty good. So that's what I'm leaning towards now. Domains are where I want to host this. I'm thinking just tutorials.chatdev or learning.chatdev, probably tutorials for SEO purposes. I've heard if it's in the domain name, it's weighted more. I don't know if that's true. But I also think a lot of people would search for the term tutorials more than, learning. I did notice when I was just searching for something, Directus help came up. I wonder if that's a top search term. Help. People don't say help. Tutorial. Front tutorial. I don't know how to do all that stuff either. I used to know. Look into keywords and compare them and stuff. Maybe I'll get there. Maybe I won't care that much. Some things I want to research. I talked about Astro. We're going to look at these tutorial sites in a second here. And that's going to give us ideas for how to control our scope. Do we want to add anything else that they have? A lot of these things are like pretty, they're very different scale than what I am going to be. I'm going to be a solo author, just putting my videos up there. These all started out like that, I think, and then they've grown to multi-author, multi-everything, but that'll be a while before I get to there. But I really want to look at their sites as from a viewpoint of as a learner, right? What do I like about their sites? What do I not like? What would I find useful if I was using it? But I'm not sure I can see all of them without subscribing. Some of them have free content, some of them don't. The other thing that I was thinking is VitePress. I was looking at VitePress because it's dope. Directus docs are built on, is this not Firebase? Directus docs are built on VitePress, and I really like them. They had that weird loading thing there, but it's just a simple docs site here, content on the left, you got some sections to go dig deeper, you can have multiple levels. What I really like is this table of content on this page on the right, because this also shows up in mobile. So when I'm in mobile here, you get the normal menu on the left. Let me pull this over on the right. That works basically the same as what you saw on desktop, but then you also get, what's that? Oh, that's like top left menu. And then here you get on this page and you can jump to another part. So this is using VitePress under the hood. They've got some additional custom styling on it, but this is a pretty common template for VitePress. And I really like it. So I thought maybe I should just straight up go with this and not have to worry about designing anything, and just start with that. So that is something I would like to look into. And that could be something that will tie into Astro or replace it. I'm not sure. We'll have to look at that to figure out, because I don't know. But I am a fan of VitePress. Some of the things I wrote were light and dark mode, mobile tablet desktop friendly, case and sensitive login. I've been running into that issue a lot lately on projects. And then I wrote out some routes that I was thinking to try to kind of get an idea of what all's going to be on the site. The front end is pretty basic, kind of loading up a lot of the stuff from Directus. And I wrote out a bunch of columns that I plan to build in Directus, but I'm not going to go into those yet because I still want to define the scope first, and that part's not totally done. So that is the scope we have so far. Let's look at the other sites and build some more scope. But before we do that, how's it going? How's everyone doing? Hydrate? My Twitch will not stop freezing. Man, that was only 28 minutes. It felt like a long time. Okay. Let's start the next task. I spent several hours playing with my stream setup, trying to change it to make it like something that I liked a little better. And then ended up just getting back to, I think, exactly what I had before. And moved a bunch of things around and all that, but it's really just the same as it was before. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Do I have that one? No. Dang. I need to get it. So Egghead.io. I haven't been here recently. I used to use it a lot back in the day. They had great content on Angular 1 back when I was writing Angular 1, AngularJS. And they also had like some JavaScript stuff and some other things like that, but for a long time they just kind of kept with Angular, and they didn't really branch out into the frameworks I was using, like React. I was using React. It took them a while to get into the React game. I think they might be doing it now, but so I hadn't used it in a long time. And I think originally back in the day it was only like a couple people who were working on, who were actually creating tutorials for this, and I think now it's pretty big. I can't see who. Search for anything. Yeah, they just kind of call it all courses, huh? But you can see they cover a lot of different stuff. So let's see how they do it. So they have free and pro. They have a few different types, like lessons, course, talk. I think a lesson would just be an individual one. Course could probably be multiple things, and a talk would be, like a conference talk or something like that. They obviously have a lot of content. You can see they have different people, and there's Kent C. Dodds. I know him. Don't know these other people. I know Alice Patel. I wonder if these are exclusive to. Oops, that was interesting. I would expected free jumped. Okay, what's in the paid courses? Book Club bot. Let's look at a course to kind of see what it looks like. Oh shoot, there's ratings on it. That's a good idea. I'm not sure I'm going to start with that, but that's a good idea. So they have that published, like when they originally published it, and then how long ago they updated it to. I'll have all that information, so that'll be good. RSS feed. Okay, bookmarking. Downloading. I won't have downloads yet. I have categories, obviously. I'm not sure I have like a time length. That's a good idea. Just kind of like content on it or description. See, if for now I'd like my feedback to be private. I do like the idea of recommending something or like how to mark something popular in the site. Related articles, that's kind of a down the line feature. I don't even have a bunch of articles yet. And there's 14 lessons. I wonder if this is just cumulative of what's in here. I like storing a time with it. Let me write that down. Zoe. I mean, I'll write down like categories, but I obviously plan to have categories. Closed caption. When I was looking at transcripts in closed caption, I learned that closed captioning is different than transcripts. Like closed captioning will also describe what they're doing, like if they're moving, you know, things that are happening. In a video tutorial like this, you wouldn't have that as much. Like it might say like person talking and then it shows whatever, but I think it's really more of a transcript. They probably just put that because it's a universal symbol for can I read it, you know? So like, since even though this is pro, right, I can't watch videos, but I can see everything about it. I can see all of the individual videos in there. They have the kind of lock to indicate like, oh, this is a paid feature. RSS, that's interesting. I wonder how many people would use that. You could easily build that, but bookmarking, I do like that. Bookmarking, favorites, whatever. That's a whole feature on its own. I like that they show how many people have completed. And if you're purchasing, there should be a rating on it. I'll write it down, but I don't know if I'll implement that yet. Rating / number completed. So if I hit start watching, what happens? Literally trying to get me to start watching it. I am curious to see how they kind of lay out this stuff too. I'm not going to be in design yet, but so they got their own built player and everything. I'll be using a Vimeo player, which is very customizable, but it's very obviously Vimeo. I don't think that matters, to be honest. Autoplay on off. I like that you can turn it on and off. I'll sort these later. What happens if I try to...
Hello, my name is Lucas.
Wow.
Welcome to my course on
Didn't it just say this was a pro? I wonder how many...
You'll be learning about collectors.
I wonder if when they... There you go. $25 a month. When I used to use it, it was really cheap. I want to say like 10 or less. So And then at one point, I swear I saw it at like $50 a month. And that was crazy to me. $25 a month, I think, is reasonable for this site because they have a lot of content. They have a lot of topics, a lot of different people. I couldn't imagine charging more than like $5 a month for now. I mean, definitely for now. You can fill out your email. You can. I always like to try to submit them blank and see if it works. Didn't work. You passed the test. Good job, Egghead. Okay. Share this with your friends. Send a tweet. What's a tweet? I think they mean an X. I do like the share options. Just to promote it. What is this? Does this mean he works at Discord or? Oh no, this is a Discord tutorial. Duh. Okay. And then here's our transcript. Oh, there's transcript down there. No comments? I'm not really, I'm a little worried about entering comments right away. I guess as long as it's behind an authenticated thing, it won't be a problem. But usually you put a comment box out there for anonymous people and you just get a bunch of bot spam immediately. This is their mark as done. That's not very obvious. I think it should be more of a mark complete box. But let's browse. They have articles and everything too. I can search by instructor, topics. I guess finding content will be a big thing to, worry about later when I have a bunch, but I don't. They have enough to actually search. Pricing, $250 yearly. So they don't even show them side by side. Powered by Stripe. I kind of like that. Tutorials. Do people really take these into account? I don't even read them. I think they don't think so either. That's why they just threw two up there and like call it a day. RSS course feeds. That's cool. I won't have download for offline viewing. That is one feature I think is really nice, but that seems hard. Especially with Vimeo API, I feel like they host their own video, right? At that point, you got to go into your own video hosting, I would think. And that seems like a lot of work, so I'm not there. I'm not going to be there for a bit. Quarterly, monthly, year, $250. That's, I don't know what the value of that monthly is. All right, but no, I also wanted to see. So that was a course. Let's look at just a lesson. I want to see a lesson real quick. It should be just, I'm guessing, one video. Yeah, on like a short thing. But otherwise, it's mostly the same, right? So it is nice if you wanted to add lessons to like your bookmark them. I wonder if you can make a list of things and then just watch through them. And then what happens in a talk? Okay. It's more like just a video and then the content page. They just splash the whole transcript on here and call it a day. Bye. cool. So that's it for them. Laracast was originally created by your boy, why am I blanking on his name right now? Jeff Freeway. Jeff Freeway. He used to work for, is it Envato tutorials back in the day, and he created a lot of stuff for them, and then he kind of branched out and just did his own here. He did a lot of different kinds of ones, and Laracast is just Laravel focused, and he's done an amazing job. Like, if you need to learn Laravel or PHP, I don't think you need to go anywhere else but here. Every once in a while they do a sale, a lifetime sale, because they have some free content, they have some paid content. I think the paid content is only available, it's just a monthly subscription or a lifetime subscription. So they do deals on the lifetime subscriptions once in a while. Like, I just saw them do it for $1.99 for a lifetime, and every time I'm like, I should buy that. But I don't really, I don't do PHP anymore, but they do have lots of other content on here. They've grown out of just PHP land. And they've gone into like front end and all kinds of stuff, and even just like basic clean code, CSS, like GraphQL. They've got a lot of stuff in here now. I haven't been keeping up with it, to be honest, but I would expect all of these to be very high quality content. Jeffrey Way is an excellent teacher, and now he's brought other people on to teach other things as well. So I would definitely use this as a resource if I wanted to get down with a new framework or a new technology or something like that. That's usually when I watch video tutorials, is when I'm trying to learn a new thing, like totally, and I need to deep dive into it. If it's something smaller, I'll probably just read the docs or something like that, but I bet there's a lot of good stuff in here. Look at this, 6 series and 111 videos on Tailwind. Wow, that is nuts. It's more than React. But this is not really, like, they have a lot of Vue, because Laravel uses Vue under the hood in some of their products, so they're big Vue people. But look, they got some Svelte, Sublime text. Watch out, ODAT, they got some Sublime text. But no, your #1 search, you're up there. Cypress testing. They have a really nice site too. They've done a lot of extra work to kind of like, look at all this design. It's a very nice design. You got all the authors. They've got like, each course has like a custom icon built for it. Yeah. But let's see how they do. So they have how they do. They got series, topics, path, which is nice. That's something I would like to add later on, but hello, Crutchcorn, welcome back to Twitch. Did you have dinner? What'd you eat? I probably won't have enough content for our path. It'll probably just be like courses. You can do path for like, front-end dev, back-end dev, something like that. Because they have a wide array of content from a lot of people, enough to build out a whole path. I don't. They built forums a long time ago, which I think were, was it custom or was it, what is that? Discourse. It might be Discourse, I don't know. Watch our ad. Sign up. Some stats. And just for reference, if you don't know PHP, this is actually PHP code for some kind of Laravel, probably, type thing. I think this is like routes or something? I don't know. Okay, let's look at series. I think series would be equivalent to a course. They just call them a series. Unless it's not like a full continuous thing, but oh yeah, they mark them beginner, intermediate, advanced. I'll write that down. I don't know if I'll use it. Let's say skill level required. Same idea, number of lessons, length, and a watch list. Languages, oh, that's a tag. Crack my arm real quick. Trending in series. So there's probably a lot of stats going on behind the scenes, huh? Unless they manually pick these out and they bump them up. Look at all these like designs they have for them. This is like a custom icon just for this course, I think. How cool is that? That's Jeffrey Way right there. Newcomer, mid-level, professional. Nice. Yeah, that's for your book, or do you have something else too? Shout out to your boy, Crushed Corn. He just announced today that he made GitHub Star. I didn't even know what that was before, but it sounds like a pretty exclusive club. Congratulations. I'm doing something I'm not sure I like or not. Yeah. You mean the book or something else? I've seen that landing page for the book. That's a nice landing page. It gets me pumped for the book. Using a GitHub graph as an equivalent of skill. Adding new sections to the landing page, actually. Nice, nice. A GitHub graph as an equivalent of a skill. So you're kind of like pulling, you mean to automatically determine their skill level, or what do you mean? What? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have scrolled from there. I have Dark Reader on. Am I overriding your stuff? Maybe. Why should I learn React plus Angular plus Vue? Is this Google login? Or what powers the comments here? Vercel. Interesting. Oh. Oh. But what power? So the comment is like a custom built-in thing that you have. Or is that like some third-party thing? Newcomer, mid-level, professional. Oh yeah, the depth of what they can understand. Oh. Or is this... No, okay, this is the next section. You can add Svelte in there too. Svelte's pretty close to Vue. Oh, it's using that I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, but also you list out like a little description of what you're referring to. I see. And did you just pick those names because you liked them, or did you pick them based on something? But it's also like, that's not really how skill level works. I get, yeah. I mean, it always is subject to like, you know, what you're talking about. In your context, it's specifically going to be about how well do you know about building in a componentized framework, I guess. Newcomer, like you never built the site. I don't know. Or is newcomer to you more like you haven't built in a framework yet? Maybe you already know the basics, because you're not covering the basics at all in your stuff, right? You're like, I need to learn your user is like, I need to learn a framework and I'm looking for one of these, and you're like, well, you can learn all of them. Or if you already know one, you're going to try to switch them to another one, show them the different ones. Learn similar frameworks much faster. Or you're going to teach them all three at once and show them how it works in each one. There he is, new headshot. Ooh, look at those gradients. Gotta update it with GitHub Star, right? Dang, you already got all these? Are these lip sum or are these real? If you want me to show the book, yeah, I'd like to see it. Real quotes, dang. Yeah, I haven't been back to your site in a long time, man. Look at this, you got this thing like fully fleshed out. All right, let me check. It's probably not how it looks. Okay, there we go. These are all from your, the guy you were talking about, your designer. I forgot his name already. Tim? Tom? I don't know. Ed. I knew it was something quick and short like that. Okay. Yeah, these look great. I remember the landing page with this. It looks real nice. You can see the water, and then the water goes away. What did you use to parallax it? Because you built it, right? You coded it, he designed it. There's a lot of options out there now. Wrote it from scratch. Oh, it's so smooth though. Is this a person you know, or is it just kind of a generic person cut out? Yeah, it's very smooth. Very smooth. So are you going to release it all? I thought you were doing it as an ebook, but it's like in the browser and stuff too, huh? BFL, what's up, man? This is very nice. I like the design of this a lot. I like these tucked in there. That's cool. Whoop, color change. Ebook, physical, aiming towards $30, and website. Very cool. Go to say side effects. Did I pass that? Can I click on them? All right here. Okay. Yeah, I would kind of like I think these would be, if you can link these to the courses too, that would be cool. I tried to click it. Okay, so this book page and all that is built custom too, right? Did I just change domains? No. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't on. Is this the light dark? Oh, sorry. Sorry, everyone. So this one, I'm guessing this one's all custom too. Do you have anything so they can mark it like done, or are you like to track progress, you know? Or are you just focusing on the content for now? Okay, okay. Dang, you're so far along. Look at this. But you've been working on this for a long time. Don't want user accounts. Okay. Look at all that. Oh, there's challenge. Oops. Oh no. Oh, I was kind of confused how to get out of that. I had to start scrolling again. The money on user accounts, people think we are tracking them or will soft lock content, which we won't. Roughly 500 pages, nice. But isn't it better to have accounts so that you have like an audience that you can market to and stuff for when you create new things and all that? Or you just don't want to deal with that? Oh, I see. The challenge is like a task that they can do on their own. Oh, we're pushing our Discord as an optional side thing. Okay. Cool. BFL. No, I wouldn't have been able to go. Luckily, they rescheduled it to next Tuesday. So yeah, I plan to go next Tuesday. I don't think I have anything else. But last night I went to Red Rocks for a concert. So I wouldn't have been able to make it anyway. But I was gonna ping you. But I knew I wouldn't go, so I figured I'll wait for the next one then. But I do plan to go next week. It should be on Tuesday, same place, I think, same time. They just bumped it back a week. This is very cool, man. I'm very impressed. Oh, there's the top one up there. Ooh, 12 chapters. 12 and more. Oh, sign up for updates? I want to see the updates. There we go. cheddevdev@gmail. Just one more thing. I'll go check it later. But, oh wait, is there another site out here that I can send everyone? If anyone would like to see? Last night I saw Manchester Orchestra and Jimmy Eat World. Yeah, it said it worked. Yep, I got an email. Confirm. Thanks. There we go. It was not broken. There it is. This is where like you're blogging kind of content right now. Yeah, the concert was good. I've never seen Jimmy Eat World before, so that was fun. It didn't sound as good as Manchester. Manchester sounded better. I don't know why the audio levels were all off. Like his microphone was pretty low and everything else was pretty high. I don't know if he did do that on purpose or what, but yeah, it was a pretty cool show. Didn't get hailed out, so that's nice. It was Manchester Orchestra and Jimmy Eat World. Both been around for a long time now. Like 20 years, I want to say. 20 years plus. Jimmy Eat World's got stuff from the 90s. Like late 90s, I think. And Manchester's been putting stuff out for a long time. Did I look at theirs? Yes. Play series. Oh, this feels like a Netflix page. Look how fancy. They're not ready for my... Oh, he moved to Orlando? I thought he lived in... He used to live in Chattanooga or something. Look at that pic. Doesn't he look smart? Instructor bio? That should probably be a thing. Instructor bio. So they've got kind of multi-tier, sections. So that would be like a group, just a grouping. Videos with time, 70 episodes. What is this? What did I click on? Laravel 8 from scratch. Woof. It's gonna be a lot. I guess this is like what paths you're in. I can't read it that small. That's why I have my screen so big. That's interesting. This is like in a path of some kind, I'm guessing. So you've got quizzes for it. I like that. Oh, you need to log in to get the quiz though. I also saw in here though he had a the check mark is like you can mark it. Forever plan, $3.99. So that's the normal price, but they did 50% off. It was $1.99. That's a good deal. First time chatter. What's up, noob?
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
I couldn't think of a sound clip for you. I can't remember what I even have in there. I have so many more that I want to write down. Oh, there's a womp. Oops. Womp, 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 womp. Well, this is very nice. The design is much more polished. Wow, this is so much. Look at that. Add it to the watch list. No, they passed the submit test. Proudly hosted with Laravel, Forge, and DigitalOcean. Hi, Madeline. What is unwanted cats? Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Is this where we drop off our unwanted cats? No, it's the opposite. Okay. I'm just gonna put these here for a second.
Did you hear it? I turned the music down a lot. I guess I should, Fresh project. There we go. I'll do that so that we can still hear the unwanted cat sounds. Yes, a fresh...
Drop off our unwanted cats? No, it's the opposite. Okay. I'm just gonna put these here for a second.
So good. Yes, a new project, a video tutorial site. And right now we're scoping the competition. They're way ahead of us. But we're trying to steal their ideas. Path, I won't have path. Larabits, that's cute. They got progress percents. Yes, I want to build a video tutorial site. Yes. Well, from scratch with Directus. Directus is like a headless CMS content management system. So I'll use that, but I'm going to build like the front end of it from scratch, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going with yet. Whoa, that Adrian guy, thank you for the supreme, you know. Oh, why thank you for the prime sub. Directus does not. My video plan is to use Vimeo API. Crutchcorn Prime 2? Oh my god, thank you guys. I want that Bezos money, I'll take it. Yo, I'll take it. I had to sign up for the Twitch ad-free today because I went into Maddie's stream. Shout out to Maddie. And it gave me 10 ads. 10 ads. And each of them were like 15 seconds. That's so long. And I just couldn't take it. There's a lot of streams that I've popped into that I'm not there all the time, and I've already got a lot of Twitch subs going around right now. Even my Prime is like used up already, so I think, Maddie, I think they've changed it recently. I don't know. That's what I bought, Turbo. Yeah, Adrian. So I bought Turbo because I was worried, like, well, if I buy Turbo and then I go watch someone stream, do they still get revenue from me? Or because normally I would sub to a channel, you know. But Turbo was a lot cheaper. So, Crutchcorn, do you know? Someone else told me, I think in Madeline's chat, that it's that they would still get money because if I subbed in someone's channel, they would get more money than if like just relying on ad revenue or even probably the Turbo thing. They probably don't get a lot of money. I'm sure it's a lot less for sure, but yeah. I thought you know everything, Crutchcorn. I feel like you're always there for me when I need to know the answer. Yeah, I was thinking I could switch to bits. I do like to get some emotes sometimes, but I don't use them all the time, so. Yes, Manny says, speaking for everyone, think people would rather have you there than have you there because you get like 30 cents from it. Also, I think partners get small percentage of Turbo, but don't quote me on that. Crutch post? What's a crutch post? Is that alternate ego? Oh, just for a hype train? Oh, thanks, man. Did I already shout out Crutchcorn too? I don't know. Anyway, we were just looking at Crutchcorn stuff for quite some time.
The penny was a gift, Todd.
Oh, wow. The gift subs. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let me play it again.
I want my painting back. The penny was a gift, Todd. I'm taking it with me.
I want my painting back. The painting was a gift, Todd. Listen to all those wows. Oh my. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Somehow I set all these sounds up and I kind of forgot what triggers them all, but I'm glad I did. Crutchcorn, thank you. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks for the primes. Thanks for the stuffs. Everybody. It was a gift, Todd. Let's hear it again. I just love it.
I want my painting back. The painting was a gift, Todd. I'm taking it with me.
Odat was here earlier, Adrian. You missed it. Is he streaming now? No. He's gone now. You missed it. Is he streaming? Dupe. Yeah, I usually hang out in Odat's stream a lot too at night. gaming alt for when you want to die a bunch of times in Dark Souls 2. Very nice. Very nice. Well, check out Crutch Post as well. I didn't know you had a gaming account. But anyway, I do have the Turbo now. I signed up today. Tony Hawkins? Is that your nickname, or are you playing Tony Hawk? The final site is Frontier Masters, but are y'all familiar with Frontier Masters already? I love them. They've got great content. I usually sign up for a month and then try to finish the course in a month because otherwise I just don't do it. That's the other thing with these yearly subscriptions. I used to buy them all the time and then I would not use it much. Now I try to just buy that month and then force myself to use it within that month for a specific course, and then when it's done, it's done. Just think of it like paying for attending a one-day course. You know, you can only attend it that one time. In this case, you could spread it out over a month or something. And when you're done, you cancel it. So I don't mind if people sign up and cancel a lot. I imagine it would be cheap. What tutorial did you get? I used to buy so many tutorials, but yeah, I stopped watching them. I will make content for my site, and I really want to make. First, I just want to make some videos for Directus. I think you weren't here yet when I talked a little bit about it, but there's they've got a lot of people building on Directus, and they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to extend it. They don't know how to configure it. A lot of that stuff, and so I'm hoping to kind of target some of those people specifically. Also because my Directus videos that I've done on stream here that I upload to YouTube have been doing the best for me. They tend to get the most comments, the most interactions, all that stuff. Like, not crazy amounts, but they're the only videos that I posted that have got traction. And those are the Twitch archives. It's the long form content. So I'd like to make the short, quick ones. I'm thinking of doing some free content for some simple stuff or like searchable type things, you know, and then like $5 a month until I can build up a good amount of content. Yeah, that's the only plan I really have. A lot of the people in the Directus community, developers, are not in America, so they don't have a lot of money, I would say, and they're probably not going to spend a lot of money on content stuff. So I think $5 is fair enough to, like, hey, here's one thing how to set up a specific feature in Directus, right? I doubt it'll be anywhere near as in-depth as your book was. I am very impressed by that. You know, that's always my dream, is to get to like a very in-depth thing, but it's a lot of work, man. Hype train success. Thank you for the hype train, everyone. Appreciate it. This is the first time I've been back on stream. I saw Crush Corn and I was like, I gotta stream. I mean, he hasn't been there. You only a third done? Yeah, man, that's quite the project, but it's very, very, I don't know the word to use. In depth? 3 books, yeah. I'd like to have enough content to be able to make a book someday. I think that's a big achievement in your life that you should be very proud of. Because that's something that'll last forever too. I mean, you know, it'll get outdated, whatever, but when I look back on my projects, the things that I've enjoyed the most are the projects that are still around. Or like, I used to make skate videos. Like, I can go back and watch those videos and have a sense of like fulfillment from all the work that I put into those. I used to put like a year's work of 1 to 2 years worth of work into a video, you know, and have a project, and then you have that forever to kind of like look back on and reflect. And I think that's cool. I built so many things on the web and the internet that just die, you know, they get out of date, and then it's not worth keeping them around and maintaining them anymore, so they just die. A content site is always like an ongoing thing that you have to keep up. And that's why I think there has to be a pay aspect to it, because if there's not, I'm not going to be motivated to just do it for free for everyone. And then you know, these people are getting paid to do dev work for someone, and they're using my videos to figure out how to do it. And I don't want to do contractor stuff either. Yeah, but I think it would be cool to have that kind of stuff. And you're working full time too, huh, Crutchcorn? Oh, yeah, Adrian, you said a canvas and maybe WebGL. Yeah, that's something I would definitely buy. I saw Mutro using 3jsjourney.com. She was saying that she bought this a long time ago. Oh, that's too bright. Oh, Bruno Simon, same guy. Yeah, I think it's very honorable to not charge. I think you could make a lot of money on it. I mean, you know, maybe not get rich, whatever, but I also think there is a big value in forcing someone to pay for something, because it does give them some, oh, it's raining hard out there, some motivation, I think, some skin in the game, right? Whether if they get something for free, it could just be a bookmark and they never come back to it. But if it's paid, I feel like they respect it more and they want to get their money's worth if they paid for it. I mean, there's also a lot of people who buy the courses. I used to do it because I like to support the teachers, the people putting out the courses. I did teaching, and anyone who's taken the time to put together a course like this, if you're interested in it at all, it's totally worth your time to buy the course, because they're going to teach you this thing in like $95. If I needed to learn Three.js, that's the only reason why I wouldn't buy it, is because I don't need to do this and I probably won't use it in my job. But if I needed to learn this, like, I'm pretty sure this is 72 hours. Wow. Yeah, I've seen his stuff before, and I'm sure it's great, but this would be for fun. This would be a for fun thing for me. I don't think I could make, learn the skills, and then I don't know if I could like use it in my career, But this is like so fully fleshed out too, and all that. This is another good one to check out. These are all really good kind of marketing sites that I would definitely look at again when I come back. This course is beginner friendly. You were once a kid who couldn't afford the courses. Yeah, and it took you way, way, way longer to learn the stuff you needed to know. Yeah. That's why I think I do want to have some free content for the quick and easy things, but if I'm putting a lot of work in to make your learning easier, I think there's value in that. And I would appreciate if you could see that value in that and support me for putting that work in to do that for you, But if it's something that they can search and figure out pretty quickly, you don't need to charge for that because it's easily available already, but and you want to help others in a similar situation be able to escape it and make it into the industry. Yes. Yeah. I'd like to be able to not change, but open source is great and all, but I hate the people who are like demanding, for free stuff. Like you go put out this free stuff and they're like, upset. It's not good enough for them or something. I don't know. I'm trying to avoid those people. And Adrian says, yeah, that's the problem. There's a lot of demand for this, so you'll learn it, but then bound to forget. Oh, there's not a lot of demand, yeah. Give what you can is something worth considering. Yes, I do think that's a good option too. I've seen a lot of people doing that, like subscribe at your own, like a suggested subscription or donation or something like that. I do think that's a totally good way to like make it totally optional. I've seen a lot of people do, I don't know what they call it, region-based or country-based or something-based pricing where it's based to your locale, because, you know, like it would be equivalent to the costs in India or Indonesia or wherever you're at, right? Instead of like American dollars for tech stuff is expensive. An American tech course could easily go for $1,500, but you know, someone in Bangalore is not going to be able to afford that because it's like months, maybe even whatever, how long salary, right? Means not a lot of demand. Yeah, I think that's what you wrote. I read it wrong at first. There's not a lot of demand. Yeah, that's what these coding things all look so fun, but it is a very specific niche, and that's why I don't think I would use it too much. But for like any of the gaming category people, like I don't make games, but if you do, that's the kind of thing that will really helpful. Or these visuals, those are cool. The car one. Where did I go? Did I pass it? Oh yeah, I've played that game before. Oh, this is his homepage. With the suggested price or value or whatever, that way people know what you would normally charge. Yeah, I haven't been here in a while. I can't believe it takes so long to load, but once it loads, it's good to go. Look at that loading bar. The car's moving. It's very slow, but it's moving. Ubuntu tried it. See, this stuff always interests me because when I first started coding, I was doing some like Flash type stuff, and then just through their interface, not like actual code yet. I'm always really bad at this one though. The directions are weird. Oh, and there's boost. Honk. It was very cool to like run over all this stuff. And this peeling out. It's fancy. Ubuntu probably did, so they did that when they were trying to rely on it though for money, or you mean they didn't get anything worthwhile, so they were like, we'll just remove it? Start learning now. Gift or discount codes. Let's pass the email. Oh, see, you can't even submit anything. Smart. Maggie Beanie, thank you for the follow. Mountain Trash Panda thinks it works better with a single creator rather than a company. I could see that, like the buy me a coffee kind of things. I feel like I've heard some success in those before. around success, like getting some donations, you know, but yeah. Can I see any of their free stuff? The hard parts of UI. Yeah, so they always just show kind of the outline. I don't think Frontend has any free, or do they? I can't remember. Browser courses. Okay, well, I have free previews. Let's see. I think it's usually like the first video, maybe. Probably also helps to be likable, yeah. I'm likable, right? Right? CC. 9 hours. See, like, this is a full day course. If you attended this in person, it would probably be $1,500. I mean, maybe not from them, because I don't know how they do it. They do it live in person. I don't know how much those usually are, but you could charge $1,500. And be likable. How do you do that? I think it just involves some cool glasses, rosy cheeks. You know. Oh, transcript to the introduction lesson. Okay, so I feel happy enough for now that I've kind of reached, I added these new things basically, but overall I didn't really increase the scope. I mean, there's a lot of things in the future. Once I really have content. Did you just diss me in my own chat? Do I need to ban you or time you out? Just because you're a VIP doesn't mean I won't ban you. All right? Add a cat and a cat. Can you hear that rain outside?
Yoink!
Let's try some other sounds. Pound sign? Does that one work? No. Oh, S. Pound.
I don't know if you're doing it right.
Steve, you have to hit the pound sign or it doesn't go through.
Remember that one? Everybody remember that one? Miscount.
I thought Derek was upstairs. I miscounted the man, Liz. I miscounted the man.
I miscounted the men, Liz.
But Brondo's got what plants crave. The fuck does that mean?
We mixed them at the same time. Hold on. PC load letter.
PC load letter? The fuck does that mean? But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
It's got electrolytes.
No, 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 no.
Yes. How many times do I have to tell you yes? Are you ignorant?
What?
Oh, there goes my microphone. Oh, I moved my microphone in a new place. It's not happy. What? All right. Thank y'all for hanging out. I'm going to end the stream. But thank you, Crutchcorn, for all the subs. That Adrian, thank you for the Prime, the biddies. Who else subbed? Or were they all gift subs? I think they were all Crutch and Adrian. All y'all. Well, thank y'all for hanging out. Hopefully I'll be back on stream again somewhat soon. I don't stream as much in the summer because I like to stream once it gets dark, and it doesn't get dark until later. But I wanted to kick off the idea of this project so I can define where I'm going with it, and then so hopefully I can start doing some stuff. Next steps will be creating the schema and all that in the Directus admin. And then once we have that, there's a billion more things to do. But we'll get it going. See how it goes. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Okay, love you. Bye.